Hello, I am Prafulla Kumar. I am a lecturer in chemistry. Today I am discussing the topic from chemical technology and chemical pesticides and chemical society chapter is the main. So today our main topic is plastics and polymers. So plastics and polymers. Look around you. Polymers are everywhere: carpets, curtains, upholstery, towels, sheets, floor, tile, books, furniture, most toys and containers. Not mention such a things are telephones, toothbrush and piano keys. And even our clothes are made up of polymers. Then uh, your car dashboards, seat, tires, steering wheels, floor mats, and many parts of you can see made up of polymers. Polymer is the main thing. So meaning it says poly means many such a number of molecules, and mers means from the Greek monos and one. Mers means one of the compound. Hundreds, even thousands of monomer unit combine to make one polymer molecule. A monomer is a small molecule building block from which a polymer is made. These monomers generally have functional group or group that allow to multiple reactions link that units. A monomer is a small molecule building blocks from which polymer is made. The process by which monomers are converted to polymers, that is called polymerization. Here the process the any polymer, for example, if I considering it is styrene molecule. Here this styrene molecules it is N. After that polymerization takes place. To get the polymerization under CH CH2 continuous bond. This is the N is indicated here. This totally N is shifted to this side means many number of repeating units of the styrene molecule. This is a styrene molecule. So here that's why it is called as polymerization. And also these monomers generally have functional group or groups that allow multiple reactions. The natural polymers have two types. One is natural polymers. Natural polymer it is coming under nature. The polymers have served humanity for centuries in the starch and proteins in our food, in wood we use for shelter, and in wool, cotton and silk we make into clothing. Starch is a polymer made up of glucose. C6H12O6 is a simple sugar units. That sugar units repeated we call it as it is a starch molecule. And the cotton is made up of cellulose, also glucose polymer, and wool. And here the starch is one of the used for the cotton is made up of cellulose, also sugar like glucose, more polymer, it is wood, largely cellulose wall. Proteins are polymers made up of amino acids. Obviously, protein is made up of simple repeating units of amino acids, and proteins is building blocks of amino acids. Next, move on to the slide is synthetic polymer. Plastics are synthetic polymers and are used most in consumer items. Obviously, nowadays most of the every parts, every including bottles, telephones, calculators, computers, cooking utensils, wire, insulation, sunglasses, pen, and most types of packaging. So these are all another etc. These are all called. It is made by plastics. Plastics have ability to molded and shaped. Like other synthetic chemical compounds, synthetic polymers are made in chemical plants. The first such truly synthetic polymer were phenol formaldehyde. Resins such as bakelite is made in 1909. So one of the synthetic polymers are used for the resins. So resins are it is like a rubber like property, and this it is used one of the chemical compound is phenol formaldehyde. It is another name we call it as a bakelite. The synthetic polymers are discussed in the following sections. So synthetic polymers, one of the polymer is polythene. The prevalent plastics polythene is simplest and least expensive synthetic polymer. It is familiar to us in the form of plastic bags used for packaging fruit and vegetable, garment bags for dry cleaned clothing, garbage can liners, and many other items. Polythene is made up of obviously ethylene compound. It is unsaturated hydrocarbon. With the high pressure, heat, and presence of a catalyst, ethylene monomers joined together in the long chains. Today, there are three main kinds of polythene. High density one is high density polythene, that is HDPE, has mostly linear molecule that has packed closely together, can assume fairly well ordered crystalline structure. It is and also have high elastic property. As the name implies, the density of HDPE is 0.94 to 0.96 gram per centimeter cube or high compared to those of other polythene. HDPEs are used for such items threaded bottle caps, toys, bottles, and milk jugs, etc. The low density polythene, on the other hand, has many side chains branching off polymer molecules. Low density polythene papers are waxy, bendable plastics that have lower densities and a lower melting point. High density polythenes and linear low density polythenes are used to making plastic bags and plastic films, squeeze bottles, electric wire, insulation, and many common household products for which flexibility is important. The third type of polythene is called linear low density polythene is actually copolymer, a polymer formed from two or more different monomers. They are low linear low density polythene made by polymerizing of ethylene with a branched alkene such as 4-methyl 120 into n to get a linear low density polythene. So this is observing the structure. It is used for making such a things of plastic films and landfill liners, trash cans, tubbing, and automotive parts. So next move on to the other another type is thermoplastic and thermosetting polymers. The polythene is one of variety of thermoplastic polymers because its molecule can slide past one another when heat and pressure are applied. A thermoplastic polymer can be softened and then reshaped. Thermoplastics once whenever provide the heat it can soften. After it can be remolded or reshaped get by using it as a softened molecule. It can be repeatedly melted down and remolded. Sometimes, on the other hand, thermosetting polymer, which harden permanently, whenever formed, they cannot be softened by heating or remolded. Instead, strong heating causes them by discolor and decompose. Sometimes, the permanent hardness of thermosetting polymer is due to the crossing linking side to side connection of the polymer chains. So next go through the types of polymerization. There are two types of polymerization. One is addition polymerization, another one is condensation polymerization. Addition polymerization takes place the chain reaction takes polymer repeating unit of monomer such a add one another, so to get a polymer product contains all the atom starting monomers. Condensation means elimination of water or alcohol whenever combined to get elimination, so condensed such a part of monomer is not incorporated in the polymer. The polymer of ethylene to form ethylene is an example. The polythene is two carbon atoms or four hydrogen atom monomer incorporated into polymer structure. The condensation polymerization, some part of each monomer molecule is not incorporated in the final polymer. So another one is that during the condensation, also called step reaction of polymerization, is a small molecule, usually water, but sometimes methanol, ammonia, or HCl, is formed by product. Nylon, for example, the synthesis of nylon is an example of condensation polymerization. Next, we go through the monomer of nylon 6 is 6 carbon atom carboxylic group. To get 6 carbon atom, we call it hexanoic acid in the presence of carboxylic group. That's what we tell hexanoic acid, and 6 carbon atom attached with amine group. After that, the two simple amino groups are attached to get a amide linkage bond. With that amide carbon to nitrogen bond, we call it as a peptide bond. In this polymerization reaction, a carboxylic group of one monomer molecule forms an amide bond with an amine group. Such amine group or another water molecules are formed by a product. This formation of non-polymery product by distinguish condensation polymerization from the addition of polymerization. Note that the formula of repeat unit a condensation polymer is not the same as that of monomer because the linkages holding the polymer together are amide bonds. Nylon 6 is a polyamide. Here, the plastics and the environment. An advantage of mainly plastic is that they are durable and resistant environmental condition, whether it could be rainy season or a summer season, hot season, whatever it may be. It is a resistant condition. Perhaps sometime some of them too resistant, they last almost forever. Once plastic objects are dumped, they do not go away. You see them littering our parks, our sidewalks, and our highways. And if you should go out into the middle of the ocean, you go see them. There are two plastics are there. Many of fish have been found dead with their digestive tracts clogged by bites of plastic foam ingested with their food. Scientists are estimated that plastic bags and other plastic trash thrown into the ocean kill as many as million sea creatures of each year. To be behave a more responsible for sustainable fashion, recycling of waste plastics is crucial. The recycling one plastic bottle conserve through the energy to burn 60-watt light bulb of 6 hours. Recycling plastic reduces our dependency on oil and decreases carbon dioxide emission due to the use of fossil fuels. Another way to dispose discards plastics is to burn them. Most plastics have high fuel value. For example, pound of polythene has about the same energy content as pound of fuel oil. Some utility companies burn the powdered coal mixed with a small proportion of a ground rubber tires, thereby not only obtaining extra energy from the tires but also helping to solve the problem of the tire disposal. On the other hand, the burning of plastics and rubber can create new problems. For example, PVC toxins, hydrogen chloride, vinyl chloride gases. It can when it burns and burn automobile tires, it give off sooty with stinking smoke. Incinerate are corroded by acidic fumes and clogged by materials that are not readily burned. So this is the reference for using this chapter. Thank you. Thank you for